Yeah. Yes, sir. It's been a while. hmm Yes, sir. See what we can do here. Get a few things shared up real quick. Oh, I did not check up my chat. Not yet. I forgot all about hooking up my chat. I'll hook it up right now. Paste it in. Bam, we good to go there. Hmm. Let me make sure I'm shared up outside of here. Oh, let's see. Let me get this pinned up real quick. Mm-hmm. One second. He could have, probably, but I don't know if he's ready to go that way. He probably is, though. Not that bad of a drive. It's a straight shot. Oh man. Okay. 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 Uh. Mm, on YouTube, animal. All right. Well, Monday night, man. We got two games, man. Let me see. Uh. 6:15, 7:15. All right. Real quick. I don't know. It's been a minute. Took a. I'm off this week, so y'all probably see me the rest of the week or whatever the case may be. But we got a few games, right? So it is what it is. Not here to shove no picks down y'all throat, nothing like that. Like I said, I usually come on and around this time, around week 4 to 6, and I have like my plays together and stuff like that. Or that usually gives me a time to see who is who. We also know NBA is tracking. So preseason started this week. I'll see if I can get plays out for that for sure. Something that I'm probably gonna end up doing. Preseason NBA. Mainly, it's MLB and it's NBA for me mainly, and in between, NFL and stuff like that. Um, Either way it go though, couple plays. Let's get into it, right? Two games today. Um, Hold up one second here. Let me mute this. Okay. Uh, Mute that. Monday night, man. We got two games, man. Let me see. I'm supposed to mute that. Yeah. So like I said, two games today, and right now, like I said, I'm not gonna shove a lot of any plays or a lot of plays down you guys' throats or nothing like that. But what I will do is, hold on, let me send this text message out. All right. Looking at this games, like we got a first game on the docket here. We have New York Jets um, and the Dolphins. We got over under 44 in this spot here. Um, Damn show feels like it could probably be an over here. I ain't gonna lie. It does get this game does have an over feel to it, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Um, hmm. Just the dogs here. We'll have Justin Fields here tonight. Okay. So, looking at Prop Finder, looking at Game Day Insights, looking at all the sites that I use, or whatever the case may be, and you know, I was looking at a few things here. I'll just give you guys what I seen, and then you guys can decipher what I seen, or you can use this to your advantage, or whatever the case may be. Um, so looking at Divine A Chain, and you can also look at the defense. I can also look at the defense and seeing what the defense giving up in these certain scenarios. A play that you can look at for him is touchdowns, which he's got a touchdown last year head to head. Got two touchdowns versus them, a touchdown in each game last year. You can also look at just his regular anytime touchdown. You could also look at the last. We'll just leave it here. The last 10 games. He's got a touchdown in two of the last three games, and multiple touchdowns. A bunch of touchdowns when two was in. At the end of the day, you could also look at his receptions and or his rushing plus receiving yards as a combo is sitting at 97 and a half. He's 50%. I mean, he's 50. He's 1 for 3 to this number this season, and also his receptions should be in play. His receptions got to be in play. I don't know if I'm gonna get that, but they're definitely in play. Back-to-back games with at least 7 receptions. His line sitting at 5.5 in certain places. Um, Looking at the defenses that the running backs that this defense has went up against, and so checking out some of these running backs, you can see some of the numbers right. Four receptions on 4 targets for Bucky Irving. Um, Rashad Wright, 1 for 1. James Cook, 1 for 1. Kenneth Gainwell, 4 targets, 3 receptions, da 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 da, right? Jalen Warren, 2 receptions on 2 targets. You get the drift. His lines, when you're looking at receiving here, he does have 9 targets, 7 receptions on 9 targets, 8 receptions on 10 targets. So it is what it is. When you're looking at you can come over here and you're looking at the receiving, the coverage. You want to look at coverage, and you can see that this team is playing zone 54% of the time. Yeah, like I said, you see the zone. This team is playing so far this year. They play zone 54% of the time. As you can see, Devon A. Chain versus this type of coverage versus man, 6 targets versus zone, 17 targets versus man, 50% to that number, 3 receptions on 6 targets, and versus zone, 15 receptions on 17 targets. Definitely efficient in that area when it comes to receiving there, right? Doesn't mean he's going to get there, but he's definitely efficient when it comes to that situation. Okay. I can look at some instances where going over the game day insight, looking at Miami Dolphins here. You can look at pass catchers. We can look at tight. We can look at running backs there. Miami Dolphins and New York Jets. 2025 receptions, running backs. Okay, 3.7 yards. That's been looking okay in a sense, but it's a chain, right? Red zone targets are interesting. You know what I'm saying? They bright green with the red zone targets. That can add, that can add fuel to the touchdown equity when it gets down there. So that definitely puts him, in they're giving up the targets there. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely giving up it's giving you vibes as he can definitely get in there. It's already has rushing upside, and then you can look at the targets in the red zone, and that's definitely something that you could definitely look at when it comes to the running back situation. So A Chain is definitely a touchdown and a reception candidate. If you want to look at his let me see, what about his rushing, uh, rushing attempts, rushing yards. The attempts are up, yards are there. Don't forget, the red zone attempts are there, moving. They indicating that they've got the ball moved on them. Uh, don't forget you got Ali behind him, so it is what it is with that situation. So it is what it is. I think there's a pathway for him to get to the end zone. We all know that he can get to the end zone multiple ways, and his receptions and stuff like that is definitely in play. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Dante? What's up, D? Ready to see how my NFL best upgrade with your knowledge. Blessings. Yeah, man. It's all right. We'll get to that. I ain't no super guru or nothing like that, but it is what it is with that situation. Just talking out some stuff, man. Giving you some spots that I'd like, or just seeing if you just, we're just going over it, right? If you see some things that you want to, get to, then it is what it is, man. I can't talk you off of it. You know, it is what it is. You got some stuff, what I'm saying? It is what it is. Or you want to see what I come up with, then we can figure it out from there. But at the end of the day, of course, A Chain is in play. Um, A Chain. The route running participation, routes per run per team's drop back. What read is he? He like the third option. And then you got so this team does play some zone, and then you got the guys. These guys do they look pretty good versus zone. I ain't gonna stunt, right? As of late, especially 5 receptions for Tyreek Hill in places. This is Prize Picks, probably 5.5 on all the other books, and Tyreek Hill has been a guy that could he could beat zone and stuff like that. 2024 wasn't the best year for him. 2025, as it stands right now, he does have 15 receptions. 11 of them come versus zone. And like I said, these guys they are playing a lot of zone there. So, no, not a lot. Only 54%, just a little bit more than man, right? Wide receivers they got there. Let me see. He's hit his number 5 in back-to-back games. This will be the fourth game here. 10 targets, 7 targets. You like to see that, right? When you got Tyreek Hill here, he's got a 25% uh, first read, target first read. And him, Waddle, A Chain, they all in the 73, 70 to 77% routes per run, routes drop back participation. So it is what it is. Now, Tua Tagovailoa, the first read, he's going to that first read almost 60% of the time. So it is what it is. That situation. So Tyreek Hill is the first read. So, but Jaden Waller is not that far behind. Um, let me see something. Darren Waller. Oh my God. Damn, he did. I ain't see that. I saw on Twitter a guy bet the tie last night. Shh, I know that tie. Ooh, he got paid. Damn, he got paid, bro. So, damn, he got paid. Darren Waller, huh? Darren Waller. Do we got lines for him out? Yeah, there's lines for him out. He's not on the book. Let's see something. Jets. There you go, right there. Four, three receptions at plus 400. Two receptions for Darren Waller at plus money. Jovan, I'm gonna have to check him out, man. I want to see that shit, man. Dang, that was crazy work. That was crazy work. But yeah, man, Darren Waller, one catch, two catches for plus 120, one catch for minus 425, uh, and then what about his? Excuse me. What about his receiving yards? Receiving yards over under um 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Something I like there. Something I like there. Okay, I do like that. Darren Waller. Take a look at these guys versus tight ends here. Um, Pass catchers, running backs. Nope. Tight ends. Tight ends. Hmm. Hmm. What about go to Prop Finder? What about tight end? Tight end one. Hmm. Let me see how they stacked up here. Anytime TD. Hmm. Red zone targets. Tanner Connor. Hmm. Interesting. What up, Tiff? What's going on? What's up? NFL, NBA preseason this week. NBA preseason this week. Yeah. Ain't nobody thinking about that. I'm gonna have to backdoor some of these motherfuckers and go to and shoot straight to NBA preseason, NFL NBA preseason. Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. There, I'm probably gonna end up playing that. Right. Definitely gonna probably end up being a straight, but I'm end up playing that. At the end of the day, though, all those guys they definitely in play. You ready for NBA? Bet, 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 bet. At the end of the day, all those guys definitely in play there. Um, let me see something here. Look at these numbers advanced here. So I can look at some of this advanced numbers here. Tight end two, tight end one, running back one, three touchdowns. The Jets defense. three touchdowns, three red zone targets, 78 rush yards a game. They might have got gassed up. Um, tight end two got a touchdown. And okay, looking at Miami, wide receiver two got two touchdowns, one touchdown for the tight end. Running back one. Okay. Ollie Gordon, Eskridge. Let's see, well, that's hard. Brees Hall. So both running backs, I like both running backs in a sense. I just think this game, I feel like this game probably going to go over, right? I think this is the game you probably want to look at if you probably want to bet on a decent amount of props for a decent amount of players because you got a lot of stuff. You got a few guys like with this Jets game. It's three guys. You want to look at the receivers. You want to look at Wilson. You want to look at Hall. You want to look at Justin Fields for sure, right? Um, I do bet a lot of receptions and stuff like that. He's got multiple. Brees Hall's got multiple receptions in both game, all three of his games. Last week he had four receptions. Right, there's a possibility he can get to that two and a half. Teams, running backs that has played against this team, they've been in a decent spot. They've been in a decent spot as to where James Cook, three targets, three receptions. Ramondre Stevenson, five targets, five receptions. And then Jonathan Taylor, three targets, three receptions. So the lead running back has all three of the lead running backs they faced has hit their reception prop this season. So that's something. And when you're looking at Brees Hall here, um, hmm, he hit this number last week, and like I said, he's only hit this number once out of his last three games, but it's there, right? It's there. They just got to connect. You just got to connect. It's there. I think it's a possibility. I wouldn't take the under. That's the long story short. Um, and like I said, if I'm looking at any numbers here from the running backs here, pass catchers, as you can see, Miami running backs this season. The receptions are there, right? Green. Reception yards is green. Yards per catch is green. These are all for the running backs, right? The air yards are there. So it is what it is. Red zone targets, the touchdowns, they haven't allowed the touchdowns through the air in the red zone, right? They haven't allowed touchdowns in the air. They haven't given up any through the air. But that'll change for sure. Um, so the spot for him looks like it could be okay. Looking at the rushing for running backs, the attempts are there for both teams. They give up those attempts. The red zone attempts, right? The red zone attempts are there, and both for both teams. So both running backs do have a chance to get to the. They should be. They should be. You know what I'm saying? They should be in line for touchdowns. They are candidates. Not saying they're gonna get there, but they're definitely candidates for touchdowns, right? So that's where I'm at with the running back situation. I think anything is a go there. Anything, I think it's a go. I definitely think it's a go. Um, um, of course, Garrett Wilson, right? So looking at the target share and stuff like that. Now he's running 95% of the route percentage there. So look at that. Y'all already know what the deal is with that. First read percentage, he's got a 46%, man. So they looking for him every single time, right? Like 47%. Like that's man, you got to look at me first type shit, right? So Wilson Wilson is definitely in play, right? Receptions, just coming off a 10 reception game on 13 targets. So it is what it is. This team is Miami's playing zone um 52% of the time, where he has 21%. He has 21 targets on zone and zone defense this year. For good for um good for 14 receptions, and in man he has 5 targets, 6 receptions. I don't know how that works, but at the end of the day, he's either way it go. He's definitely in play. You get a 5.5 receptions. I like it. So it is what it is. It's definitely in play for me. Um, Looking at some of the from some of the wide receivers that has gotten there versus this team. So when you're looking at Buffalo, it's hard for me to tell, who's the number one and all of that shit. But Shakir, 4 receptions, 3 receptions for Keon Coleman, two for Moore. Receivers was getting busy, right? When you're looking at the Stephon Diggs had 4 receptions on 5 targets. He's the number one, and then Michael Pittman has 6 receptions on 8 targets. So I know Justin Fields has no problem with locking on to his number one receiver. His receptions are in play. Yards, I bet mostly receptions. Yards can definitely be in play here, right along with his touchdown and all of that good stuff. Right, he's coming off a game where he had a touchdown last week, and then week one when Justin Fields played, he hit him for a touchdown. Justin Fields will be back today. Some ancillary guys. If you want to look at your Josh Reynolds, your Tyler Johnsons and stuff like that, those guys will be in play as well. You know what I'm saying? Just Gary Wilson, as you can see, he garners a decent amount of the attention here. Like I said, he's got 2 touchdowns, 30 targets. The next person doesn't even have 10 targets. He got 21 receptions on 30 targets. Uh, Averages 76 yards a game. First read uh, targets, 23 first read targets. Um, the next person that has the most first read targets will be Brees Hall with 6, and then Arian Smith with 4. Mason Taylor, which would be the tight end, with 5. Right, but man, you can't overlook the usage for somebody like Gary Wilson, and it's just a toss up for whoever else is going to get a touchdown here. I can take a look at Justin Fields when you're looking at running backs and stuff like that, or just rushing yards. I could take a look at. Let me see how am I gonna work this one here? Coverage line, rushing yards. I go straight to rushing yards for him. You could also look at his rushing plus his combo rushing and passing yards. Even his longest rush, but I'll flip it to rushing yards here. And as you can see, the last 3 quarterbacks that faced him has gotten there. But at the end of the day, last year, these are his numbers from last year versus this team. He hit his rushing yards at 45 and a half in both games. And then this season, he's only played one game this season. So last 10 games. Let me see. No, he played twice this season. Well, he's hit his yards twice this season already. And then when you're looking at Josh Allen, this season hadn't been rushing the ball like that, right? So he's sitting at a 20. He hit 25 rushing yards last game, but Drake May got 31. Daniel Jones got 26 on 7 carries, on 10 carries for Drake May. And then if you talk about carries, you can definitely look at his rush attempts. He had how many rush attempts did he have? Where's Justin Fields? Well, he had 12 week one. Where's this line? 8.5 right now. I would imagine I would think I wouldn't take the under. I'll tell you that. It would be the over and nothing for rush attempts from Justin Fields for me. Because even if Miami can put up some points here, put a lot of pressure on this Jets offense to move the ball, then bam, you got a recipe for Justin Fields to hit his rushing attempts. If you can get them for 2 rushing attempts in each quarter and maybe an extra one in the third, bang, there go your. I mean, in the fourth, there go your 9 rushing attempts right there. So his rushing attempts are in play. Uh, Interesting. No, he's only had 5 attempts versus Buffalo. I don't know how long he played that game, but it is what it is, right? So I like his rushing attempts, his yards, whatever you want to look at, bro. Straight up, whatever you want to look at. You can look at his combo, right? His combo rushing plus, or even his fantasy score as well, right? His rushing plus passing. You can look at that. Passing plus rushing yards. That's in play. So it's a lot of things that's in play here. Pick your poison, right? Pick your poison. The 3 quarterbacks that went up against this team, the passing attempts, Josh Allen 28, 23 for May, and 29 for Daniel Jones. What's his passing attempts? 26 and a half. Mm, interesting. Very interesting. Now remember, you got books like Bet365 and especially DraftKings. DraftKings letting you damn near do whatever right now, right? You can alter pass attempts. You can alter passing touchdowns. You can alter this. You can alter that. You can alter everything, right? If you're just looking for, get in there, getting you a bankroll builder, you can do that. Definitely. Um, let's see the depth chart here. Let me see something. Jets and Dolphins. Mason Taylor. So I was looking at the tight end position here. Uh, and if I filter to the tight end, pass catchers, tight end. Um, Defense versus position here. As you can see, um, however you want to look at it, it's a decent matchup. They've given up two. Miami has given up 2 touchdowns to tight ends. The red zone targets are green. Air yards are green. Yards per catch green. Yards green. Receptions green. So whatever, targets green, whatever the case may be, right? Um, if they can find a way to put some heat on Justin Fields, he'll definitely probably look at the tight ends. Um, uh, Taking a look at his receptions here, he only had 2 receptions last week. That's the only thing that's kind of like, but it's a good matchup for tight ends, right? So you look at if you're looking at touchdowns, wait a minute, that's first half, full game, anytime. He doesn't have any touchdowns, but uh, Kincaid got a touchdown and 2 touchdowns from these guys here. Um, the Toronto, I mean not Toronto, Buffalo Bills. Uh, but the receiving yards and receptions is another place that they can be vulnerable in. Looking at the number one tight ends that they faced, Dalton Kincaid, 6 targets, 5 receptions. Hunter Henry. So that game, Austin Hooper went 3 targets, 3 catches. And that's the game that Hunter Henry sold everybody, right? 3 targets, 1 reception. And then the week 1, 9 targets for Tyler Warren, 7 catches, right, for 76 yards. So Tyler Warren has 76, 38 on 3 catches for Hooper, 66 on 66 and 1. And both touchdowns, tight ends had a touchdown week 1. So that's a place that they could probably be had at, right? And that's could be a sneaky little spot there, right? You look at a tight end, a touchdown for somebody like Mason Taylor, somebody that could be, if you're looking for a super long shot, you're gonna get it at a plus 450 or better, 420 on Fanatics, but you know, 500 on DK. Anything can happen, right? So just I'm not coming on right now to shove some plays down y'all throat. Maybe this weekend coming up for sure, maybe week 5, but right? It usually takes me between week four and better to get a grasp of who these guys are and who these teams are. Have I been hitting some tickets? Yeah, I've been hitting some tickets, right? But most of the time I've been hitting some some nice little bankroll builders and stuff like that. I did smack a legend. I ain't gonna say a legendary, but I did hit a nice ticket last night. I took Jacobs for 2 touchdowns and over 34.5 points. I think the 2 touchdowns were plus two something, and the 34 some points was about a plus 300. That was just a two leg. I wish I would have posted it or whatever the case may be, but that smashed. That smashed. A great game last night, man. Great game. I'm not a big fan of Green Bay. I don't think they're as good as everybody proclaim them to be coming out. But it is what it is. Sure, hope they would have lost that game, but it is what it is for the sake of my Bears. But but I just wanted to point it out. Don't Mason Taylor? Here's a guy that you could probably look at. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like I said, when you look at the coverage here, they are playing zone 52% of the time. He's been targeted versus zone, 6 targets, 6 receptions versus man. So it could be a thing where he's just not beating anyone. He's not being out there, but like I said, a total of 9 targets, 6 receptions. All those 6 receptions came versus zone, right? Now they're only playing zone 52% of the time, so it's just a little bit more than man. So it is what it is. But if they, tight ends can't find their way into those zone pockets and just get in there and get them a catch and get on out of there. So if you can get lucky to get that tight end, I mean that touchdown, so be it, right? So it is what it is with that situation. And what? Okay. Um, this game, man, mm, right. So, Cortland Sutton is the guy that I really want to look at here right now. I'll get some advanced numbers up here. And Dobbins and Sutton's is the guys that I'm really looking at for the for the other side here. So, um, Cortland Sutton on Sutton on the season here, I'll filter to I'll filter to touchdown. First of all, he's got 2 touchdowns. Then you got the targets, right? So Troy Franklin on the other side, he's got 19 targets, right? He's got more receptions than Quarter Sutton. So this is a real 1 and 2 wide receiver thing going on right here, which is fine. According to Southern, as of right now, small sample size averages 61 yards. 2 red zone targets. Troy Franklin's got 4 red zone targets, right? Meaning that's that he could be. These are the only 2 guys that's got red zone targets, man. When you look at Topman, he's got one. Sheffield's got one, but these 2 guys here. You finna get ready to go? How much was that? What's the name yesterday? All right, I'll transfer it over in a sec. You gotta move my car. Um, all right, it's all good. Yeah, so wide receiver 1 and 2, they definitely they touchdown candidates, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna stunt. They touchdown candidates. Uh, um, I don't feel like they're gonna have a super hard time moving the ball against this versus Cincinnati Bengals defense. So it is what it is with that situation. Um, Take a look at that Bengals defense, right? They've given up 3 touchdowns to the wide receiver one. I mean, to the running back one. That'll be none other than J.K. Dobbins. So I'll touch on J.K. Dobbins first, and then I'll rewind it back, and I'll go back and show you guys Sutton and the boys, right? And long story short, I mean, last year, I'll go back to last year, head to head. He got a touchdown versus them. His last 10 games, he's got a touchdown in 3 straight games. One versus Tennessee, one versus Indy, one versus the Chargers. Right. So the touchdown should, and could be in play here. Should be in play. I mean, I mean, it is what it is. You get a minus 125 on DK for a touchdown for him. He's definitely a touchdown candidate. Um, running backs versus them this year. Jordan Mason coming off a game where he had 2 touchdowns versus them. They beat the crap out of them. Bayshaw Tootin had a touchdown reception, and Travis Etienne had a touchdown reception, a receiving touchdown. So, you know, so that's gonna screw. I ain't gonna say screw, but that's gonna push the numbers up here. So if I showed you guys, I can show you guys pass catchers, running backs, Denver yards per catch, um, the greenest, right, for running backs. Uh, these guys are but he's not a pass catching back like that, right? But anything can happen, right? They've given up 2 through the air, as you can see. We just showed you guys. That was versus Bayshaw Tootin and what was that, ETN? The red zone targets you can't throw on them guys. So it is what it is, right? When you're looking at rushing, show you guys a couple different ways. See, I'm still working in. This is y'all know what this is. This is you know, this is game day insights. I'm still working both of them in, right? Still working both of them in. So Cincinnati versus the rush, the attempts green, yards green, right? Touchdowns they giving up hmm, three rushing joints. Well, they probably so then. Let me see, because they did give up 2 to. Okay, so Jerome Ford got one. Wait. Yeah, no. uh, Raheem Sanders got one week 1 and 2 for Jordan Mason. Yeah, so running backs, and then they got 2. So total they gave up 5, and they got a few of them through the air. So it's like whatever, right? They can be had. So running backs looking like they're in a good spot here. So he'll probably be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, touchdown player of the day. Um, so uh, yeah, so I mean it is. I mean there you go. Yeah, I know I gotta work on my NFL shit, but it is what it is, bro. Straight up. So he should be one of those top candidates for a touchdown today. Looking at his workload and stuff like that, I can rewind it back here. Let me go back real quick and take a look at his workload. J.K. Dobbins here. Um, hmm, was it red zone targets, touchdown, route running? J.K. Dobbins does have 6 targets, 4 receptions on 6 targets. This this my buddy. Y'all want to hear my buddy picks from my buddy Carl? Y'all want to hear some of his picks here? I'm gonna write them down for him. Let me see. Y'all probably can tell. You have a call at no expense to you from Drew, an individual in custody at Sheridan Correctional Center. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now. Yo. What's up, man? You live? I'm live right now. I'm gonna go ahead. What you got? Some plays? I'm gonna get your plays real quick. Okay, bet. Hold on. You on live? Let me find something. I'm talking about football right now, man. Get your goof ass on. Okay, I'm just saying. I know you were baseball. Really said strikes and balls, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't got none of that right now for you. Well, I need a computer for that. We ain't got no computers. They advanced in the joint nowadays. You got phones in your cell and shit, but you ain't got no computer. All right, what you got? What you got? So I can get back to this. All right, this is all I need to play. Go to WNBA. Oh man, you playing WNBA bet? Okay, bet. Okay, so go to WNBA. Look up the Vegas game. Hold on. Vegas, WNBA Vegas. Okay, what they got? What they got? Asia's. What they got? Asia's number that is points. What's the over under on the points? 25.5 minus 115.
Okay. Okay. So play Vegas on the money line. Play her just at 20 points.
Vegas on the
Okay.
money line, and
Vegas
that
money line, Asia,
that's
20
a
points.
okay, that's a plus. That's a minus 120.
Okay. Now
Minus
what's
200.
her rebound total
200.
at?
200. My bad.
What's her rebound total at?
Oh no, let me see. Rebounds 10.5 minus 105.
Okay. So can you play her an 8?
You want to get to 8? Hold on. 8 should get you at plus money. Nope, minus 140.
Minus 140.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Just put $20 on that like this. That's fine.
All right, bet.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, right now, can you tell me if something come up?
Yeah. What you just put on there, they came a dub.
20
Yep,
or one of the other?
20.
Just a 20. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. There's something in 50 touch section 8 for me.
All right,
All right.
all right, I'll,
All right. I'm gonna hit you back, probably.
all right. I'll be done with this probably in about
All
30
right. Bye.
minutes. Mm.
All right.
All right. If y'all want a plus one, a minus 140, he played. He played. Aja Wilson 20 points, Aces money line, and her 8 boards. That's a minus 140. He been hitting. He been hitting though. He been hitting. He been hitting all year. So what you say? Peyton on some crap with the Denver running backs. Yeah, he with the Denver running backs. He runs both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember you was telling me the other day or one of them days like Harvey, but you know I know he be on some bullshit. I know he be on some bullshit. I know that. You know, like we was talking about it earlier, man. Where them look at how he was doing it with those teams that that he was coaching in New Orleans. He was running 2 running backs, right? He was running running backs in New Orleans. Where else did he go? But that's what he been doing. That's what he been doing for his career. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Um. So I mean, it's only 2 games. Not my favorite 2 games, but you know, for it to be a 2 games, it's a lot of stuff that's in play. I mean, uh, both top wide receivers, Franklin and Sutton, has played for a touchdown. Dobbins, he's got a touchdown in 3 straight. How could you not like him for another touchdown? Even you look at a guy like Evan Ingram, right? um, he hasn't gotten the amount of targets that I would really like, but you know with a line like 18 and a half receiving yards or 2.5 receptions, it's doable. It's doable. When you're looking at the tight ends, each and every last number one tight end that they've seen has gotten there. I mean, 5 receptions for Hawkinson, 3 for Strange, and 3 for Njoku, and 7 for Fannin. Like tight ends can definitely get there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, looking at some of these pass catchers, tight ends. Looking at some of these pass catchers, Cincinnati just, right? They haven't given up. I mean, yards per catch, 2 touchdowns, targets, receptions, whatever, right? Does that mean I'm going to go there? No. right? It might. Can I use some of it for like a bankroll builder or something like that? Probably so. Maybe one catch for him, something like that, and just inflict pain on myself. But it's a lot. It's a lot can happen here, right? A lot can happen there. I'm not going to like for the Cincinnati side. Um, for the Cincinnati side, um, we know what's what, right? But what I'm going to say here is you got to keep an eye out on you got to keep an eye out on Higgins here, man. You got to, right? Uh he got one touchdown on the year. His receiving line sitting at 3.5. Reception line sitting at 3.5. He's had three or better in every game this year. 3.5. He been crying. He been crying, man. So you never know. The ball might come his way. He's definitely in play for a touchdown. He's definitely in play for his receptions. This defense, I don't know, man. This defense, like, let me see. So they got busy. The Chargers got busy on them. Four catches for Ladd, six for Quentin, seven for Keenan. Pierce went out there and got four. They didn't. Uh, Josh Downs got four, and Pierce got four. Pittman had four. Calvin Ridley had four receptions. I mean, it's doable, man. It's doable. It's doable, right? And don't let them step out there and get to five. Five, you'll get to plus money for sure, right? This team is playing 66% man, right? So T. Higgins, 14 targets alone. Both He got 7 targets versus man, 7 targets versus zone. Pretty much the same, 3 and 4 receptions. You know, quarterback play. That's just the straw, though. The straw is the quarterback play, and the quarterback play has not been good. It's not been good. We can flick back to 2024 and just taking a look at how he's been looking versus man. Versus man, that's where he was doing most of his. No, 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 no. Uh, Yeah, Surtain should be with Chase, Higgins, and Brown interceptions. All right. Oh, definitely, definitely. That's definitely in play. So Higgins, if you want to look at that way, Higgins, even a tight end could be in play here. We'll take a look at that in 1 second. But like I said, Higgins, he's gonna have to be the X factor here, and it is what it is, right? Um, we lose. I ain't gonna say every day, but we lose bets every day. B. So it is what it is with that situation. Um, Higgins is a guy I think you should look at here. Let me take a look at advanced numbers here. Running back one, wide receiver one, wide receiver two. Running back one got 2 touchdowns versus defense. Wide receiver three's got a touchdown. Wide receiver one's numbers are down. Wide receiver two receiving yards 52% in the green, 53%, 52 yards a game. I'm sorry. Red zone targets to wide receiver number two, he got four. Wide receiver number three got four. They're not throwing it to the ones, right? Let me see. I'm sorry. Wide receiver three got 4 red zone targets. Wide receiver one got 1 red zone target. Wide receiver two got 4 red zone targets, right? So the wide receiver three and four are getting the red zone targets. Surtain been over there getting busy. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what's been going on. That's what's been going on, right? And it's gonna show you right here. You can see right here, right? You can definitely see. Tight end. Sample. Fant is out. Sample should be in. $1,200 for a touchdown. Plus 1,200. Juice Sample. Gasecki. Two wide receivers. So Sample and Gasecki, they getting burned. Gasecki is number one. Mm. Gasecki got 10 targets. Sample got 6. 45% for Gasecki, 26% for Sample. Sample's got a touchdown. Gasecki doesn't. Any one of them motherfuckers can get a touchdown. Any one. Max said Chase Brown and Gasecki. I wouldn't be mad if you played Sample and Gasecki. If one of them hits, you can cash something in if one of them hit. What up, Jordan Brown? What's up, man? What's going on? Shit, yeah. T Higgins at wide receiver 2 at plus 265. If I'm going to somebody from the air, it would probably be him, and then one of the tight ends. Uh, yeah, because as you can see, that's where the ball's been going. A lot of these teams, they've been throwing them touchdowns to the wide receiver 2, 3, and the wide receiver 2. 4 red zone targets to the 3, 4 red zone targets to wide receiver 2, and then Iasovius, um, he's been off target. Look at that, 5 targets, 1 reception. Wow. No touchdown. No touchdowns, but they in play though. They in play. He'll be the wide receiver number 3, right? Yeah. Well, how are they looking? How are they looking? How are they looking to running backs? Pass catchers, running backs. Oh shit! This is Chicago Bears. Denver, running back, pass catch. Red zone targets. TDs. Hmm. Yards per catch. Chase. Let's go check out Chase real quick. I got Chase and motherfucking Chase and Jamar Chase and Chase in his fantasy. I need to win this game. And he's got A Chain and A Chain and A Chain and Tyreek Hill, and I got Chase and Chase. I need to win this one. All right, let's take a look at Chase Brown real quick. So in zone this year, his receptions, he's 8 for 8 in zone. They playing 66% man. So in man, he's got 3 targets, no catches in man. Zone, 8 targets, 8 receptions. Hampton, 6 receptions on 7 targets. Jonathan Taylor, two receptions on 2 targets. Pollard, 1 reception on 1 target. Uh, Jonathan Taylor had a reception touchdown versus them. Mm. I've been dodging a bullet with Chase Brown this season, and I might just keep on trying to dodge that bullet. I might. I don't think they got the interception plays up there, but I might have to go back and look at it. Let me see something. Chase Brown there. There it is, right there. Interceptions. Um, they parlay pieces, but last year, okay, not last year, this year, back-to-back games, he's given up. He's 100% to this number. 2 interceptions here, 3 interceptions there. So uh, his interception is in play. You could use that as a parlay piece. That's something I'm not opposed to using there. So just like somebody mentioned that too. So yeah yeah. To be safe, I would look at guys like Sutton and stuff like that. Um, Even though this defense, you can't. I mean, the defense has been getting passed on. If I'm looking through at a receiver here, I'm looking at the Higgins and the number 3 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Um, one of them tight ends can pop for a touchdown. One of them plus 500, one of them plus 12. So you could look at those 2 guys. If you just if you're just searching out here for some long shots, that's a play that you could look at. But definitely coming over here to the books here. I don't think FanDuel or nothing like that lets you put um, interceptions in same game parlays. No, they don't. I'm quite sure something like DraftKings would probably let you do that. Um, so, DraftKings letting you do a lot. They letting you do a lot, right? So, but that'll be a play that I would throw into a parlay, and hopefully that cashes for me. Uh, I would go passing props, him, interceptions, 2 at plus 178. You get 1 at minus 189. I like that play. Um, I like Dobbins. I will take Browning down. I like Dobbins. So they're giving you Sutton at plus 140, T. Higgins at plus 265, Gasecki at 550, and Sample at plus 1200. Iosovas at plus 1,000. The number three wide receiver, right? He's number three, right? I believe so. Yeah. So remember, when teams plan, they more than likely they're avoiding Certain, which would be he'd be on that number one guy, and they throwing they didn't throw versus this team at four red zone attempts to the number two and four red zone attempts to the number three. Man, straight up. The number three would be Iosovas. Number two would be um, T. Higgins if they could get down there and get down there. Can Jamar Chase get down there and get something done? Probably so, but you know it is what it is. Touchdowns though, uh, Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin. Truth be told, I think you can play Dobbins, Sutton, and Franklin. If Franklin hit for you, you can get your money back just off that alone, right? If you're playing, a single the same unit on all three of them. If you hit two, then whoop de do, right? You cash it, whatever the case may be with that. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think you could bet all three of them for a touchdown. Um, yep, it is what it is. A Chain and Brees Hall, I like them both. I like them both. You could look at Justin Fields for a rushing touchdown at plus 200. Even even Hill can break a big one, and Garrett Wilson, he can get one too. They already hooked up for one, right? So, uh, man, it could be a lot. It could be a lot, right? So, I would go A Chain and probably man, probably Brees, man. And then another TD player here. I would throw Cortland Sutton in there, man. Straight up. For a four leg at a plus 1993 on some chalky shit. I mean, you can do two legs, four leg, whatever you want to do. That's right there. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna play that. Four legger right there. And then I'll spend the block and I'll do a parlay here, which would consist of, let's see, I'll go back to DraftKings. I'll go back to DraftKings and I'll take this down. Oh, you know what? How about we ask Jackson too, man? Let's ask Jackson. Let's see. Give me a top. I'll be back with Jackson tomorrow, man. Let's go. There we go. Give me a top anytime touchdown scores, right? Then we'll go right here. We'll go NFL. Two are good for one. How about we go Jake Brown and one? How about Russian props? How about we go? How about we go 40 for Justin Fields? 40. His attempts too, though. Let me see his rushing attempts at 10 and plus money. 8, 193, 6. Okay. 8, I like the 8. I do like the 8. I'll probably use that in some shape, form, or fashion. Um, about receptions. Gary Wilson. Let's go to receptions. Get us one of those joints going, right? Let's go 5 receptions. Okay, for Gary Wilson. A Chain, Hill, Waddle, Darren Waller, man. I got to play this straight up, right? Darren Waller, 2 receptions at plus money. I got to play that straight up, right? Or Darren Waller's um, receiving yards is at they give you 15 at plus 123. That number's been bet up. What's the over under? Receiving yards over under 10 and a half for Darren Waller. 10 and a half. Now I like that. I do like that. I do. We'll see though. 2 receptions just sound more greedy though, man. At plus money. So, but that's a straight bet. I won't put it in the parlay unless I might go to FanDuel. You can get one, right? Some shit like that. So back to the receptions here. We got a plus 221. Let me hold fast right there. Let me go to another game here where we got T Higgins 178 for 4 receptions, bro. 4 receptions. What do you want to do? 3 receptions? Evan Ingram, Mike Gesicki, 3 for Mike Gesicki. Quarter Sutton. Damn. Gets tricky. Gets tricky. Trey Franklin. Mm. Numbers at their peak right now. Numbers are at their peak right now. Um, maybe if I can come in here and get a plus 500 out of here and I'll be kind of like be cool with that. Uh, so Jalen Waddle, Fields, Wilson, 40 yards, 5 receptions. That's a plus 110. I like that. I like that. I do like that. I'm that little combo right there. I'm playing that. The 40 yards and the 5 receptions. I'm playing that little combo right there. Okay. Uh, I don't want to, man. You can easily lose your parlay like that, man. Straight up. I don't really want to. I don't really want to go to 5 for Cortland Sutton. I don't really want to go to 5 for him. I don't, but I can. Right. How about well, that's some good bankroll builders. I'll come back to this way. Because if I wanted to go, I mean, for some plus money, I know I can go 4 for Wilson, probably 4 for A Chain, and probably 4 for Sutton. That's a minus 115. Easier said than done. Probably something like 3 for Higgins, put you in plus money. So little things like that is what I'm probably going to be doing, right? And I could have left them up there and threw some of them rushing yards, that same little shit up there, right? And kept that up there. But those what I just showed you, that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So what I'll say here is I'll go ahead and inflict some pain, right? So I will go ahead and go back to the 5 receptions for Garrett Wilson. Um man, 5 for A Chain. Mm, mm, mm. Go back to the rushing yards. 40 for Fields. Go back to the interception. Go back to the interception. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Ed? Go back to the interception here. Passing props. Um, passing props. Interception. Nope, that's not interception. Interception there. Browning for 1. I just want to get to a plus 500 with no. I don't want to put no touchdown scores in here. Rushing props. Receiving props. Four for Sutton, 3 for Higgins, and what? 4 for Tyreek. I'll stick at that, man. Something that's in within reach, man. Just a plus 500. I'm just trying to get to that. Um, Browning interception. Cortland Sutton four 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 catches, 3 catches for T Higgins, 4 for Tyreek Hill, 40 yards rushing for Justin Fields, and 5 receptions for Garrett Wilson. Right. You could also go in there and take some shit down if you want. You could throw in 2 receptions up there for Brees Hall. You could throw in 2 receptions for 4 receptions. I mean 3 receptions for Brees Hall as a straight. I mean, well, it's a 3 receptions. Yeah, you could do that instead of 2 if you want at a minus 156, but you can leave that in there, right? You can leave that in there, right? The main guys that's gonna be out there, right? Which would be Hall, Hill, and you can put your yeah, whatever else you want to put in there, right? But as far as the Miami side, Wilson, Fields, and Hall, those the heavy lifters over there, right? Those guys. I'm gonna leave that 2 receptions up there for Brees Hall. I'm gonna leave that up there just in case they got a passing, game script there, right? And then Browning 1 interception, Cortland Sutton 3 receptions, T Higgins 3 receptions, right? And you can take that T Higgins 3 receptions down and leave and just don't even fuck with none of them if you want shit like that, right? Mike Gesicki, somebody they're gonna want to get the ball out to quick, just in case the pressure gets on Browning. So keep an eye out on Mike Gesicki props. 2.5. I mean 2.5. 3 receptions minus 114. Evan Ingram, interesting play there, but Iosovas, they just can't hook up. They 1 for 5, and then they don't have the backup tight end props there. But watch he be the one to score, right? Watch he be the one to score. But that's a plus 700 right there. I'll just leave it at that, right? I'll play that, right? We'll play that at a plus 741. And then over here, we'll play this at a plus this touchdown parlay. Dobbins, Sutton, Hall, A Chain. Uh, you can swap out Hall with uh, with the Jets wide receiver. I keep forgetting his name. Y'all know the deal. And if we're looking at first quarters here, we could take a quick glance at first quarters here. Let's do something real quick for first quarter. Um, I'm gonna push MLB. All right, so first quarter here, we're looking at do a first quarter lay from both of these games. Mm. Let's go A chain for five. No, A chain for 5 receiving yards. Or you could look at the first drive. No, damn. Let me see. 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 Damn. First drive though. Wait a minute. This is New York Jets first drive, right? Player to catch a pass. Two for Wilson at plus 400. Mm. Damn, two for Brees Hall at plus 1500. A nice long drive. Ooh. Damn. What about Jace under 67 receiving yards? Brees Hall over 22 and a half. That's what. Oh, okay, receiving yards over 22 and a half receiving yards. Sutton, right? Okay, I like that. What's the total? It don't matter. That's what it is right there. Shout out to Talk Sports with JT. Shout out to him. I like them. Those plays kind of like coincide with. Well, we did a. Well, I'm personally doing a fade on Jamar Chase. I hate I got him in my fantasy lineup, but I got to play him. Sutton over, right? Bet Sutton over 65 and a half yards. Straight up, straights. Can't. Hey, straights can't live without them. So shout out to JT, man. Straight up. Um, Jets first drive. No. Dolphins first drive. First drive catch. Ooh, A Chain plus 100 for his first drive. Yes, sir. All the time. Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So, um, I took a day off. I mean, I took a week off. Actually, I took I took 10 days off. I feel good. I'm off for the rest of this week though. MLB is a mug, right? I'm off for the rest of this week. I told y'all that. I'm going to I'm going to try to unleash um preseason in MLB. I mean in NBA. Y'all know it's kind of you know what I'm saying it's kind of weird. It gets kind of weird, and I'm going to I'm supposed to be hooking up with Tails, right? So shout out to them. While I'll be dropping plays at through them. So that'll be coming soon. And I'm going to try to what I'm saying drop these NFL plays, and we're going to try to get this money. You know, try to get this money. But I think I'll probably leave these the first quarter plays. Yeah, the first drive plays. I probably just first drive. If I had to take somebody for the first drive, of course, one catch, first drive, Garrett Wilson, right? Two catches for Garrett Wilson plus 460, right? That's first drive. That's first drive, right? Um, Dolphins player to catch a pass first drive. I would like A Chain first drive. Two catches first drive. You got to be looking at I don't know, man. A Chain first drive, two catches. A Chain, right? Darren Waller is interesting. Plus 500 first drive, one catch, plus 500. Darren Waller. Fucking, that's so fucking doggish, bro. Like, ooh, damn. That's doggish right there. That's let me test my new toy out. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So I just feel like with especially with Darren Waller in there too. I think this offense can probably step it up just another teensy notch. We'll see what Darren Waller's got left in the tank. He's got something in the tank. You said two catches. Wilson is good. Look first drive. Yeah, two. I say yeah, Wilson and probably like A Chain something like that. Or Waller. I mean not Waller. What's the other kid? I ain't even gonna I ain't gonna pump them down your throat. But um first quarter, first quarter lay for both games. Let's try to get like a four legger, no more than five legs, just like some 5 yards and shit like this. So for the first game, we'll go first quarters, right? Um, mm, I might, you know what I might do? I might just come back and go live for this game and just I might come back. No, both games are on. I ain't gonna be. I have to be alone so I can cuss at the TV and stuff. If it was one game, we could do it, right? It's two games on. Sorry, I can't kick it with y'all like that. I need to cuss, right? I'm gonna be cussing these motherfuckers out tonight. A Chain is my guy, man. Made me good money last year for sure, Ed. I already know. I'm already knowing, my guy. Um, A Chain may get some catches, may get some Chain may get some look for some catch. Yeah, for sure. I kind of liked A Chain combination rushing and receiving yards at 90. The line that moved though, it was at probably like 94 5 or something, 94. It's all the way up to like 97, 98. So it is what it is. Yeah, JT, I want to cuss. I'm going to cuss. You say talk with sports with JT. You must got a channel. You must got a channel. Is your channel active? Is your channel active? Do you do content? They say talk sports with JT. You do content because they YouTube put a lot of new stuff into play, man. Where you can tag channels and stuff like that. Collab. They got a lot of shit coming up. So first quarter receiving yards. I'm just gonna do some alternates here. See if we can cash something. Right. These parlays. Listen, get your straights in. These parlays definitely 9 times out of 10, all of them probably gonna lose. Right. But it ain't like I'm putting a lot of money on them or nothing like that. But that's what parlays do. You say you used to? Oh, okay, bet. I was down for a little bit, and I fired my shit back up. First quarter alternate receiving yards. Let's go five for A Chain, and let's go five for um 5 for Wilson. Oh, You on Pub Sports? I appear on Pub Sports Radio and Who Banging Sports. Yeah, Pub Sports, man. They used to, yeah, them motherfuckers. I used to watch them, man. Them my guys though. You got what's the name be on there? Spoon be on there. You got the whole crew. I've been watching them for about some years. Um, it's four of them motherfuckers. They be on for NBA around 3 ish. Around 3, you got my boy from LA. I forgot his name. Shout out to him. He know I know his name. From LA. You got my boy that had the shades on. He always hiding the motherfucker. The host, I think he's out of Pittsburgh. And then I think it'd be 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. And they be hooked up with J Money Slide on there sometimes too. So yeah, hell yeah, Pub Sports. I be watching them. Now, what's the other show? Get what do you say? Betting with the Bag. I don't watch that one as much as I would like to, cause life get in the way, shit like that. But yeah, ski, and wham. Yep, I don't watch them as much as I used to though, man. But man, Dutch. Yeah, that motherfucker Dutch. Yep, them motherfuckers, man. Them they some smooth ass motherfuckers though. Yep. All right, so let me see. A Chain, Wilson, five apiece. Let's go to Cincinnati real quick. Yeah, you may win. We all hang up. Not to say, yeah, for sure, for sure. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. Love the analysis and stuff like that from them guys, man. So, yeah, I'll be in the streets. I'll be in the streets. I will be in the streets. Quarter props. How about of course, T Higgins. I like that 7.5 for T Higgins, but I ain't gonna go out there. I'm gonna go down to. I'm just doing straight 5 yards, man. 5 yards for Higgins. So chalky, man. Alternate. Where's the alternate receiving yards? Alternate receiving yards. I was looking at shit. Should be right in my face. Alternate rushing. Alternate rush. Alternate. Nope. Oh, up here. Gesicki. 5 yards for Gesicki is plus 162. Ooh, in the first. That's a sleeper there, man. 10 yards for Gesicki in the first is plus 310. One catch for 10 yards plus 300. And then you got they got Waller over there for plus 500, man. Man, for 5 yards. You could put both of them together, and that's a nice one, man. Mm. Okay. So first quarter receiving yards, 5 for Higgins, and then one more. Who we go? Sutton. I mean chalk, right? Sutton, and it's a plus 425 just for right there. Them two got a hit. They got a hit. They got a hit. Easier said than done. I couldn't talk you off of even a sneaky Chase Brown 5 yards. You know, check down. That would be the. I mean, the number one option. How is this gonna work? You got Sertan on one side. What do? We look over here. First option to fucking T Higgins, right? It's not there. Then we checking now. Now we looking at Chase and the tight end now. Remember, remember. With the touchdowns, Denver. I show you guys one more time. Denver, bro. Um, right here. They defense here. When we looking at TDs, red zone targets, Broncos defense. One red zone target through the air to the running back. Four red zone targets to the receiver, number three. One red zone target to Jamar Chase. I'm talking about Jamar Chase. Wide receiver number one. And then four red zone targets to wide receiver number two. That's T. Higgins, right? Tight end number two. One red zone target, red zone target there. So, it is what it is, man. So let's go back through. Uh the first quarter. Um I know y'all gonna do some shit though, right? This just hey, we gotta try to hit this, right? Um uh Higgins, Sutton, A Chain, Wilson, five 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 reception yards each. If I had to rank them, I would go A Chain, Wilson, 1A, 1B. Then number two would be Sutton. Number three, the last one that I would bet would be Higgins, right? But I'm not gonna try to go ahead and get scared of these motherfuckers. But it is what it is. I'm not trying to throw anything down anybody's throat. You know what I'm saying? That I would be betting. A four-legger, one for each team. Sutton, Dobbins, Hall, A Chain, touchdowns, right? Can't talk you off anybody, right? Anybody. If you want to, oh shit, Jackson, they gave me anytime touchdown score recommendations. They gave me Dobbins, of course, three straight. A Chain, two of his last three. Justin Fields, I like it, plus 200 in places. Um, he had two. What was that versus the Steelers? Nice. If these motherfuckers get in that school early, the Jets game, the people go in that school early, don't be afraid to take them for two. Okay. Quarter Sutton, right? So pretty much what whatever we said, right? Quarter Sutton, yeah, he's got a touchdown in two of three this year. And Waddle, interesting play there. Back to back games with a touchdown. I could ask it anything else. A lot of things. Y'all know I'll be bringing Jackson back tomorrow. Okay, I've been down because my schedule flipped, so I couldn't really do nothing. I just say, hey, I'll take a rest. I'm off for the rest of the week. I'll go back to work next week. Let's work. Let's work. Right. So back to where we were. Boom. Dobbins, A Chain, Hall, Sutton. Uh, here's the delay to have us throwing something at the TV. You got Wilson 5 catches, uh, Fields 40 rushing yards, Browning interception, um, Cortland Sutton 4 catches, 3 catches for Higgins, 4 for Tyreek Hill, and 2 for Hall. I didn't want to put the you could take one down. It don't matter what leg you take down, you can take it down. It don't matter. But you can do them individually, plus 266 for that one, or plus 130 for that one. Or you can go all together to plus 741. I'm probably going to play them all of them, right? Then that's it. That's it. Long shot TD scorers would be long shot TD scorers. You would take a look at. I would take a look at. I want to say Waller so bad, but I would take a look at. I think T Higgins is worth a look at 275. He's not a long shot though. Long shot would be Gasecki at 550, uh, Sample at 1200, and Iasovis at plus 1000. Okay, those will be some long shot touchdown players for me. Okay, like I could split a quarter unit or something like that into thirds or whatever the case may be, and bet on Iasovis and Sample and Gesicki, all three of their ass. And if one of them hit, the right one hit, I'll still be profiting. Right? The mission is to profit and not deposit. Take what you like, leave what you don't, man. Be nice for you guys to come through and we do some breakdowns on what we look like going forward. And peace out, man. I'll try to get in with an early look and bounce off that shit day by day, right? And then we got MLB coming up. I don't know what maybe man, we our streams have been what 3 hours like every single day this year for MLB. Long MLB season, but it was much worth it, right? Not the most profitable season for me. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I had fun. I didn't lose my ass. So it is what it is, man. Better luck next year for MLB. But it's not over though. It's not over. It's not over because we still got the playoffs. I won't be dropping plays here and there, but we'll see. Peace out, man. Peace.